right, 947. This is also, there's so much of this that is going to be repealed in 2020 or 2022. There's just a lot in this that's going to be repealed. But for our purposes, duties of local officers in regard to their mentally ill. All directors of community services, health officers, and social service officials, as defined in the social service law, are charged with the duty of seeing that all mentally ill persons within their respective communities who are in need of care and treatment at a respective community at a hospital are admitted to a hospital pursuant to the provisions of this article. Social services officials and health officers shall notify the director of community services of any such person coming to their attention. Pending the determination of the condition of an alleged mentally ill person, it shall be the duty of the director or the community services director, and if there be no such director, of the local health officer to provide for the proper care of such person in a suitable facility. What else is there? Okay. All directors of the community service shall be responsible for. These are the responsibilities of the director of the community services. 1. Receiving reports of persons who may be in need of assistance. Receiving reports of persons who may be in need of assisted outpatient treatment and documenting the receipt date of such reports. Conducting timely investigations of the report and providing written notice upon the completion of the investigation to the reports. Filing of petitions for assisted outpatient treatment and documenting the petition filing date and the date of the court order. Hi, baby. Coordinating the timely delivery of the court order. Ensuring evaluation of the need for ongoing assisted outpatient treatment. If he or she has been ordered to provide for or arrange for assisted outpatient treatment, then hold on. All right. 947, duties of local officers in regard to their mentally ill. Okay. All directors of community services, health officers, and social service officials, as defined in social services law, whatever, are charged with the duty of seeing that all mentally ill persons within their respective communities who are in need of care and treatment at a hospital are admitted to a hospital pursuant to the provisions of this article. Social services officials and health officers shall notify the director of community services of any such person coming to their attention. Pending the determination of the condition of an alleged mentally ill person, it shall be the duty of the director of community services, and if there be no such director, of the local health officer to provide for the proper care of such person in a suitable facility. B. All directors of community services shall be responsible for 1. Receiving reports of the person who may be in need of assisted outpatient treatment and documenting the receipt date of the report. 2. Conducting timely investigations of the report and providing written notice upon the completion of investigation to reporting the person and program coordinators appointed by the Commissioner of Mental Health pursuant to whatever section that is, and documenting the initiation and completion dates of such investigations and the dispositions. 3. Filing of petitions for assisted outpatient treatment. 4. Coordinating the timely delivery of court-ordered services with program coordinators and documenting the date assisted outpatient begin to receive the services mandated in the court order. 5. Ensuring evaluation of the need for ongoing assisted outpatient treatment. 6. If he is or she has been ordered to provide for or arrange for assisted outpatient treatment. Notifying the director of community services of the new county of residence when he or she has reason to believe that an assisted outpatient has or will change his or her county of residence during the pendency of an assisted outpatient treatment order, and then upon such change of this residence, the director of the new county of residence shall become the appropriate director. 7, reporting on a quarterly basis to program coordinators the information collected pursuant to this subdivision. And C, in discharge of the duties disposed by subdivision D of section 960 of this article, directors of community services may provide services directly or may coordinate services with the offices of the department or may contract with any public or private provider to provide services for such programs as may be necessary to carry out the duties imposed pursuant to this subdivision. Right. Duties of directors of assisted outpatient treatment programs. Directors of assisted outpatient treatment programs of this article shall provide a written report to the program coordinators that have to be done within 3 days of the issuance of a court order. The report shall demonstrate the mechanisms are in place to ensure the delivery of services and medications as required by the court order and shall include but not be limited to the following. 1. A copy of the court order. I'm just doing 2. 2. A copy of the written treatment plan. 3. The identity of the case manager or assertive community treatment team, including the name and contact data of the organization which the case manager or assertive community treatment team member represents, because I'm really going to remember that. 4. The identity of providers of services. 5. The date of which services have commenced or will commence. And that's it. 2. The directors of assisted outpatient treatment programs shall ensure the timely delivery of services described in the first paragraph of 960. Directors of assisted outpatient treatment programs shall immediately commence corrective action upon receiving notice from program coordinators that services are not being provided in a timely manner. Such directors shall inform the program coordinator of such corrective action. B. Directors of assisted outpatient treatment programs shall submit quarterly reports to the program coordinators regarding the assisted outpatient treatment program operated or administered by such director. The report shall include the following. Now, this is not the other report that they were talking about. This is the quarterly report. The names of the individuals served by the program. 2. The percentage of petitions for assisted outpatient treatment that are granted by the court. 3. Any change in status of assisted outpatients, including but not limited to the number of the individuals who have failed to comply with the court order. 4. A description of material changes in written treatment plans of assisted outpatient. Oh, I'm not even on it. 5. Any change in case managers. 6. A description of the categories of services which have been ordered by the court. 7. Living arrangements of individuals served by the program, including the number, if any, who are homeless. 8. Any other information as required by the Commissioner of Mental Health. And 9. Any recommendations to improve the program locally or statewide. C. Directors of assisted outpatient treatment programs, as provided by 960, shall evaluate the need for ongoing assisted outpatient treatment pursuant to 960 and shall notify the Director of Community Services of the new county of residence when he or she has reason to believe that an assisted outpatient has or will change his or her county of residence during the pendency of an assisted outpatient treatment order. Upon such change of residence, the Director of the new county of residence shall become the appropriate director as such term is defined in 960. Now we're going into a whole section on juvenile delinquents, and this is kind of important to know because we do deal with this in family court. The only thing that I would note that this article does talk about the Division for Youth, and the Division for Youth was replaced now with the Office of Children and Family Services. So you'll see Office of Children and Family Services in juvenile delinquency in family court, and I did look that up, and that took effect October 1st, 2018, where it went from Division for Youth to Office of Children and Family Services. So I don't know if that's something that was part of Raise the Age, but that did change the name, and I think mental hygiene just was not updated, so it has the old wording in here. So let's go on to this. Okay. The commissioner shall receive and arrange the admission. Oh, baby. You okay? The commissioner shall receive and arrange the admission to the appropriate office facility of juvenile delinquents temporarily transferred to his custody pursuant to Section 353.4 of the Family Court Act. B. Immediately upon the admission of a juvenile to an office facility pursuant to this section, the director shall comply with the provisions of Section 907 of this chapter, which that talked about if the person's under 16 or over 16 and less than 18, that whole part. And the mental hygiene legal service shall contact such juvenile and explain and make available the facilities thereof. Any juvenile placed pursuant to this section shall be subject to the provisions of Article 9 of this chapter.